Good morning. Today is prep day 2 for the Benton chicken swap tomorrow. So let me show you what I've got going on. Been baking since about 7 o'clock this morning. Here we have sandwich bread coming, and this is going to be a loaf of the artisan bread. This is the granola that's finished from last night, and the boys will devour that within a couple of days, guaranteed. So I figured I'd let you guys hang out and watch while I unfold all of the madness that is to come for today. I've also got apple jelly that's ready to go, some elderberry sweet tea concentrate that's ready to go, and back in my office I've got strawberry jelly, strawberry jam, elderberry syrup, more elderberry tea. So today we will make artisan bread, sandwich bread, gluten-free sandwich bread, rosemary garlic artisan bread, banana nut bread, loaded banana bread, which has walnuts and chocolate chips in it, and pumpkin bread. Strawberries and cream coffee cake, a regular coffee cake, a banana walnut coffee cake, and I think that's about it. It's gonna be a crazy day, but it's fun. I should also mention that it's about 50 degrees outside and every window in my house is open, and that makes this Colorado girl very happy. All right, I had to go outside and go help Josh with the goats for a minute. Today is Friday, and that is the day that we deworm our goats. He needed my help for a minute, and I'm usually the one doing the milking. Therefore, I'm usually the one doing the deworming. And since Josh is being kind enough to milk for me this morning, I had to go show him how to do the dewormer. All right, first 5 loaves out and ready to go. So now I'm gonna put these loaves of bread on a cooling rack. This is all gluten-free banana bread. I have 2 large loaves and 3 small, and there's 1 loaf of banana nut bread in the oven, and I'm about to start on a second one. All right, so I'm going to take a quick break from banana bread, and I'm gonna go ahead and knead my sandwich bread and get it started on its second rise so it can go in the oven here in a little bit. But here are the 2 loaves of large banana bread and the 3 smaller loaves that have already come out of the oven. I've got 2 loaves of banana nut bread baking in the oven, and I have a very loud little helper over here this morning. Somebody just ready to go outside and play. It's nice and cool out here this morning. Everything looks extra green after it's rained. Love it. I would much rather be sitting in that tree stand right there because it's deer season. But I gotta bake today, so Linus can go outside and play with the big girls and weird Uncle Larry. My bread that I bake sells really well there. The organic elderberry syrup sells really well there. Jams, jellies, salted caramels, candied nuts. I made a big batch of candied walnuts and candied almonds. I forgot yesterday. And so today I'm working on all the bread, and it'll get all packaged up and loaded up in the car tonight, and it'll go with us tomorrow. All right, so it's time to punch down our loaf, knead it just a little bit, get it formed into our bread shapes, and get it put into our greased bread pans. It will rise in there for then another half hour, 45 minutes until it's nice and poofy. And then it will go into a 350 degree oven for about somewhere between half hour, 45 minutes until it's nice and golden brown on the top. We'll take it out. We'll butter it, because who in the world doesn't want buttered bread, right? So we'll butter the tops of our loaves right after they come out of the oven. Then we'll let them cool. We'll get it sliced and bagged up, and it'll be all delicious and ready to go. So if you're wondering where my favorite little helper is, he got to go spend the weekend at his grandma's house. So he is off the hook for helping this weekend, because he's gonna be hanging out with grandma and grandpa and having a grand weekend, being spoiled to death. Meanwhile, we will be at the Benton Chicken Swap. A chicken swap is kind of like a flea market, but for animals, if that makes sense. So everybody brings what animals they have for sale, and we all buy them. Most of the vendors buy more than their fair share of things. So at a chicken swap, you will typically see chickens, ducks, quail, geese, peacocks, pheasants, donkeys, cows. Some people have had little horses there. You name it. If it lives on a farm, it'll be at a chicken swap. And it's a great way for us to sell our animals. But it's also a great way to put your name out there. Our dogs are loud. To put our name out there for things that we specialize in and we're good at. All right, time to start a second batch of that sandwich bread dough. My cat is going crazy. Don't ask me why, because I don't have an answer for you. He's just a crazy cat sometimes, and that's okay. So, I got my flour in my bowl. I'm gonna get my yeast in here. So I got my flour and my yeast and salt and honey mixture mixed up. So I'm gonna let that sit for about 10 minutes, and then I'll add in the rest of the flour. All right, well, it is time to get our artisan bread going here. It's been rising. Well, I'm gonna need a little bit of flour into it, and I mean a very small amount of flour. It's pre-sticky dough, as you can see. I had floured my surface here. So all I'm going to do is fold it over. You really don't want to handle this dough much. You want to leave it nice and soft. So I'm going to grab a colander and a piece of parchment paper. We are going to let this dough rest now for 35 minutes. I have my Dutch oven already warming in the oven in the other house, because that has to cook on a different temperature than the bread. So I'm gonna lay my dough in there, and I'm gonna cover it with a towel, and I'm gonna let it sit for 35 minutes. Then we're gonna go pop it into a hot Dutch oven and keep going. All right, so the next batch of artisan bread that we are going to make, forgot my garlic powder. Hang on a sec. Okay, the next batch of artisan bread that we're gonna make is gonna be a garlic rosemary loaf. So in here, I already have flour, yeast, and salt. I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle in some garlic powder, not real exact on my measurements. And then I'm going to crush some rosemary in my hand. And then I'm gonna cover it, and I'm gonna let it sit and rise for the next 3 hours. So we are back at it. On the days before swap, I will make somewhere between 25 and 40 loaves of bread, depending on.
We're going to attempt to let the soaking wet, muddy, nasty dog in the house. I'm going to catch him in a robe, or we're going to not catch him in a robe and
He's gonna muddy up Mama's house.
see if we can dry the dog off. So he's the puppy. All the big dogs are in the doghouse down the hill, and he doesn't get it. So he's just sitting in the rain, and it's 40 degrees outside, and
he's Mama's baby, so he needs to come in the house.
there you go. So let's see if this works out for us.
If not, it'll be funny.
Come on, buddy.
Oh my goodness. Linus Squiggles. Linus Squiggles, you so dirty. Oh
Hang on,
my
sit,
goodness.
sit. You're a mess. Hang on.
You've already gotten muddy footprints all over Mama's
Hang on,
carpet
hang
today.
on. You're okay.
Hang on.
You're okay.
Daddy's gonna dry you off. You're so sweet.
Oh man, look at you go.
This is why we can't have nice things. That's a really nice bathrobe. And Dad's using it to dry the dog.
Yeah.
Oh well, it contained the mammoth. Oh, he likes that.
He wants to eat the bathrobe. You ready?
Oh no, not yet.
Oh yeah. Okay, dude. We're going in the crate. In the crate. In the crate. In the crate.
Good boy. You got your night in there still?
Buddy.
But you're so cute. You smell bad. You smell like a wet dog. Yes, you do. Oh, you're a good boy.